not just expanding into Iran and Lebanon. Is a defiant Netanyahu now deliberately going after Vladimir Putin's Russia? Israel's unprecedented Caspian Sea attack dramatically backfires, as a highly critical, heavily guarded Iran-Russia military supply route was hit instead. The IDF publicly claimed only Iranian military assets were struck, but did Israel actually deliberately hit a vital Russian trade port? Did an overconfident Netanyahu just trigger Vladimir Putin's absolute fury? The Kremlin issues a chilling warning to Israel against this war dangerously spilling over. Israel's Caspian Sea attacks may have targeted not only Iran, but also the interests of its close ally Russia. The Wall Street Journal reported that a key shipping route used by both Iran and Russia was disrupted. That Caspian Sea route off the Iranian coast was allegedly used by Russia to move weapon supplies to Tehran. Images reviewed by the Wall Street Journal reportedly showed that Israeli strikes damaged Iran's naval headquarters in the Caspian Sea. The Israeli airstrike also disrupted port operations used by Russia for trade exports and imports involving Iran. The Wall Street Journal said Israel attacked a Caspian Sea port to curb what it described as Russian weapons smuggling to Iran. Experts further said the shipping route was used by both Russia and Iran to work around sanctions, according to reports. It was not just Russia, as Iran was also said to use the route to move Shah drones for allied operations. The revelation that Israel may also have hit a route tied to Russia at sea drew criticism from Moscow. Russia's foreign ministry reportedly condemned Israel's attack on the Caspian Sea port. Moscow said Israel had struck a hub used for trade and civilian goods sent to Iran. On March 24, the Kremlin also issued a veiled warning over any further attacks linked to the Caspian Sea. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said Russia would react extremely negatively if the war spilled into the Caspian region.
We record a whole range of contradictory statements from all sides, US and Iranian. Some contradict others, and we do not know what the situation actually is. As for Iran's openness to peaceful negotiations, Iran has demonstrated this in practice. In fact, until the very last minute, until the outbreak of hostilities, until the moment of the first strike against Iran, Tehran remained open to continuing negotiations, and those talks were, in fact, making fairly good progress. How, in principle, would Russia view an escalation of the situation into the Caspian region? Russia would view it extremely negatively, first of all. But as for these specific reports about an allegedly Israeli strike on boats in the Caspian Sea, we have not heard them, and, frankly, I do not have any information on this matter.
On March 18th, Israel carried out a wave of strikes on a naval outpost in the Caspian Sea. Israel initially said the Caspian Sea attack had targeted only Iranian military assets. The IDF said it struck an Iranian Navy corvette, for missile boats, other vessels, and a command center. This marked the first time Israel had attacked Iran in the Caspian Sea during the conflict. But Israel did not answer questions about whether it had also hit Russia's supply route, the Wall Street Journal reported. Reports said Netanyahu remains cautious about Vladimir Putin and wants to preserve working ties with Moscow. Meanwhile, the Kremlin also questioned Donald Trump's claims that peace talks with Iran were underway. The Kremlin said Iran had not informed Moscow of any 15-point peace proposal from Washington. Russia also pointed to conflicting US statements, including over Ukraine, as grounds to doubt claims about active peace negotiations. There have been reports that the US has allegedly handed over a 15-point draft peace plan to Iran. In particular, this was reported in the New York Times newspaper, which states, among other things, that the US is prepared to actively support the development of Iran's civilian nuclear program, and specifically the operation of the Bushehr nuclear power plant. Given the strategic nature of the partnership between the two countries, did the Iranian side pass on information to Russia regarding such a document received from the Americans? What is Russia's view on US involvement in the Bushehr nuclear power plant?
No, our Iranian friends have not shared this sort of information with us, that's first. Second, we do not know how reliable all these reports are. Recall the mess surrounding the plans, with varying numbers of points being cited in relation to the Ukrainian settlement. At present, there are, shall we say, many parallels that can be drawn with such publications. We do not know how reliable they are. We do not know at all whether this corresponds to reality or not. Lots and lots of current information is absolute lies. Until there is some confirmation from official sources, it is impossible to make any conclusions.